Justin Trudeau will be reaching deeper into your pockets this year with payroll tax hikes, a carbon tax hike, and alcohol tax hikes. Did you know that 46% of your hard-earned income goes to taxes? Canadians will be paying higher payroll taxes because of the mandatory Rising Canada Pension Plan and employment insurance contributions. If you make over $73,200 or more, you'll be paying an extra $347 in payroll taxes in 2024 for a total tax bill of $5,104. Stay tuned until near the end, where I'll be giving you the code to get a free copy of my book, The Banker's Secret, a simple guide to creating personal wealth for Canadians. Trudeau likes to claim he's working to make life more affordable. Really. But he's also hiking a tax that directly makes life more expensive, the carbon tax. The carbon tax increases the price of gasoline, diesel, and home heating fuels, which is a big deal in our vast cold country. The carbon tax also makes groceries more expensive, as it increases the cost for the farmers who grow our food and for the truckers who deliver it. Carbon tax will cost the average family up to $911 in 2024, even after the rebates, according to the Parliamentary Budget Officer. The feds are also scheming up a digital services tax. This new tax targets social media platforms, companies operating digital marketplaces, and businesses earning revenue from online advertising, such as Amazon, Google, Facebook, Uber, and Airbnb. Consumers should expect to pay 3% higher prices because of the tax. You could be forgiven if all of these tax hikes drive you to drink, but when you pick up that case of Blue, a bottle of Cabernet, or a bottle of rum, Trudeau will be taking an extra 4.7% from you through his alcohol tax hikes. Next year's federal alcohol tax hike is expected to cost taxpayers almost $100 million. Taxes in Canada already account for about half of the price of beer, 65% of the price of wine, and more than 3/4 of the price of spirits. While Trudeau hikes taxes, many other countries are providing relief. The Canadian Taxpayers Federation identified 51 national governments that provided tax relief during the pandemic, or to ease the burdens of inflation. Those governments include more than half of the G7 and G20. With sky-high inflation, many Canadians are having a tough time affording gasoline and groceries. In fact, nearly 60% of Canadians are finding it difficult to feed their families, according to a poll from the Angus Reid Institute from earlier this year. The federal government could immediately make life just a little bit more affordable for Canadians by reducing taxes. While Trudeau's government increased the basic personal exemption to increase the tax-free portion of incomes if you make more than $40,000. Then your federal income tax bill is going up this year due to rising payroll taxes. In November 2023, Trudeau posted on X that his government is working to make life more affordable. And we've taken action to address grocery prices because we know they're too high. How's that working out for you so far? The saying, death and taxes are the only two certain things in life. I think we can add Trudeau to this list. It's about saying no to the Trudeau-Singh costly carbon tax and saying yes to axing the tax and implementing common sense policies. The fastest, simplest, and easiest way for Trudeau to make all areas of life more affordable is to resign or ditch his high tax policies and allow Canadians to keep more of their money. That won't happen. After adding up income taxes, sales taxes, property taxes, and all other taxes, the average Canadian family pays over 46% of its budget in taxes, according to the Fraser Institute. Are you familiar with Tax Freedom Day? Tax Freedom Day measures the total annual tax burden imposed on Canadian families by federal, provincial, and municipal governments. This year, it arrived on June 13th, 4 days later than in 2019, the last year before the pandemic. That means from January 1 to June 13th this year, you were working to pay for all those government taxes. The Canadian Consumer Tax Index tracks the total tax bill of the average Canadian family from 1961 to 2023, including all types of taxes. That bill has increased by 2,700% since 1961. Taxes have grown much more rapidly than any other single expense for the average Canadian family. Expenses on shelter increased by over 2,000%, food by over 900% and clothing by over 478% from 1961 to 2023. The average Canadian family now spends more of its income on taxes than it does on basic necessities such as food, shelter, and clothing combined. By comparison, 33.5% of the average family's income went to pay taxes in 1961, while 56.5% went to basic necessities. In 2023, the average Canadian family earned an income of $109,235 and paid over 46% in total taxes. In 61, the average family had an income of $5,000 and paid a total tax bill of $1,675. You can continue to keep doing what you're doing and complain about Trudeau, or you can choose to take control of your money. So, what is the secret to economic independence? For a limited time, I'm giving away a free copy of my book, The Banker's Secret, a simple guide to creating personal wealth for Canadians. The Banker's Secret reveals the truth behind the most important business in the world, banking, that helps you understand the basics of personal finance like never before. Go to McGuireFinancial.ca and locate our bookstore tab to get your free copy of The Banker's Secret and just enter the code 2000. That's 2000. You'll be glad that you did. While you're here, take a moment and click the thumbs up button. It really helps us out. And if you haven't already, go ahead and subscribe. We'd love to keep you posted.